What time is it?
Pasa pasa,
Time?
pasa pasa.
Time? Every gal, every gal, every gal, every gal. I go me a
Pasa pasa.
don't stop, girl, wine, drink and feel like the drink and rave till the morning light, my girl. Center, have a drop stand.
Hey, hi guys, how are you guys doing? We are super excited to be with you once more. We are so happy that you guys have taken your time out to be with us, to tune into our channel, to check us out, to subscribe, to like our pages, and to share. We are so thankful and grateful for your company, and we just want to encourage you to continue liking, continue sharing, and just tell a friend about us. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. You know. So as we gather today, we just have a very good interesting episode for you guys. You know, it's Mother's Day, so we wanted to come to you and to share someone very special with the world that is very special to us. We will be sharing our mommies. My heart just melted. Before we jump into this episode, let's just have a roll call for listening audience. Let's start with Shar.
Hey guys.
Carrie.
Hey guys.
Misha. And I will be your host for today, Sophia. So I was looking through, trying to find a quote, just something that truly resonate with me regarding my mom. And I found this quote. It says, "I am a strong woman because a strong woman raised me." And when I think back of just when I was a child and my dad migrated and I was left home with my mother, and I think back of all the sacrifices that my mom made just to make sure that we were okay, that we had dinner on the table, that we were clean, that we were able to go to school. And I just think back on now on my own motherhood journey. I'm just so grateful for my mother and for the life lessons that she taught me. And I'm almost sure that, you know, the other ladies can agree in saying that our moms really did an amazing job showing us what being strong is, and just being a strong Black woman, you know, is. And we're just so grateful to them for being that and for teaching us that nothing in life is easy, but you just have to always, you know, be determined and fight for what you want. So what we decided to do for you guys today is we decided to do something a little different, and we have all got together with our parents, our mothers. Sorry, dads, next time is yours. But our moms. And we decided to do like a quick little sit down with our mothers, just to chat, see how, you know, just to talk to them and we put together a little video for you guys, a little video presentation for you guys where we interviewed our mothers. To you after, and we'll come back to you after. We're going to talk about the video, okay? And just get some feedbacks from the ladies. So check it out.
Hi guys, it's Misha, and I am here with my Dr. Mommy. This is Dr. Carol Long. Say hi, Mommy.
Hi everyone.
Since it is our episode all about our moms, I just wanted to take a few minutes to share my mommy with you. Now, my mother is an educator, and she's been in sports and supporting athletes for more than half her life, I would say. I guess I've been sharing my mother, well, at least with my sister, for at least 36 years or so. I don't know. But for as long as I can remember, I really don't remember how old we are. I stopped counting. Anyway, so as long as I can remember, my mother has mentored other people. It's kind of just in her nature to be giving, open, understanding, honest, sometimes to a fault, but definitely loving, and that draws people in. Honestly, if she wasn't my mother, I definitely want her to be.
And I'm here with my mother, Monica, Miss Monica Timot, Miss Terrell, Sister Terrell. however you want to call her. This is my mom.
Hi everyone, how you doing out there?
Well, we are doing a Mother's Day special for our podcast. So we're each interviewing our mom. So this is my mother and this will be her interview. Okay, I'm going to ask her a few questions and she's going to answer honestly. Right, mother?
Sure I am.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. It's Shar.
Hi.
Okay, and mom. This is my mom, Mary. What to say? She's here visiting, so you get the interview person to person. I am going to get into the questions because we only have 15 to 20 minutes, right?
Question for you, Mommy. What are you most proud of as a mother?
I think I'm most proud of my family. My immediate family and even my extended family. I think it is the nature of who we are. We are different, but we are together. And it makes me feel complete.
That sounds great.
What are you most proud of as a mom?
As a mother, I love my children. Love all my children. I love to see children who are passionate in education and have a good career. And another most important thing is love the Lord. Those are my passions when it comes to my children.
I really appreciate that. And we try. Okay, we don't always get it right, but we do try to make you proud. And I hope that we have made you proud.
What are you most proud of as a mother?
As a mother of Shar or as a mother generally?
You could just talk about Shar, because I think
Okay.
everybody's just doing them.
Well, I must say I am very, very happy with the person you are, Sharifa.
Oh,
You are honest,
okay.
you are decent, you are kind, you are caring and considerate, and you are a genuine person, unpretentious. What you see is what you really get. And she's not one person for me and then one person for other persons. You are just like this. You're very nice. You're a nice person.
Thank you, Mama.
Yes, that is it. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of your achievements too, you know. And I must say I'm proud of how considerate you are about your family. You have enough love to give to me, to anybody who is close to you. You just have enough love to give. And it's just so nice to hear other persons say you're so loving and kind. And I can't even be jealous of the whole heap of love you seem to have for everybody. It's just wonderful.
Okay. Thanks, Mama.
Share a memory from my childhood that still make you laugh.
Okay, I remember one Sunday evening. Normally back home on Sundays, you know, they would, after they eat their dinner, they would bathe, get dressed, and they would go for a Sunday evening walk. So there was this young man at my church who newly started to attend the church, that they assigned me to study with him. So I went to him that Sunday evening to study with him. Sophia came home looking for me and she couldn't find me. Do not know how she know where I was, because I did not tell anyone where I was going. But for some reason, on my way back home, I saw her and her little cousin coming up the street. She walked up to me and the young man, we were walking and talking, coming down. She stopped right before us and looked up. She was just so tiny, you know, look up in the young man's face very seriously and said to that young man, with her, she had a list of, very
Okay,
seriously.
please don't do the list, though. Just say it regular, please.
My daddy bring my mommy from too far, come here and no man are gonna get my mommy from my daddy. And that young man was so shocked hearing that little girl say something like that to him. And he was maybe embarrassed because he was trying something on the other hand too. So maybe he was embarrassed hearing she said that, or for some reason he had never again said anything in like manner to me from that very day. So that's what Sophia did, and from then on I always remember that thing that she did. She was sheltering me for her daddy.
And listen, man, I was still doing it all over again, okay? And I was right. See, I was protecting her, and I was right for doing it, okay? I can't believe I did that though.
Oh, okay, so share a memory from my childhood that still makes you laugh.
Well, Monique would say, Misha don't make you laugh. But
Listen, she's just trying to steal my thunder. Always.
But, I think one of the things that stand out for me is their fact that you had to read for your sister when she was a child, when she was a baby. Or
baby like what? Baby like 6 months baby?
No, when she started what we call basic school in Jamaica, which is preschool, right? And she was reaching a stage where it's supposed to be going on to primary school.
Right.
And the child wasn't reading. Well, she wasn't reading for me. She wasn't reading for her father. And we had to go, and I panicked. The educator and me panicked. And what made it worse, that you started reading early. You did everything early. You walked early, talked early, had teeth early.
Monique, I tell jokes early. Don't be rude.
Yeah. You were just, everything was, and then I sort of compared, and this is something parents should never do. Never compare your children, because Misha and Monique are cheese and chalk. One is extremely neat, one is
not.
One is not. And I think that's why they're so close. But when they were growing up, Misha did things for Monique that were, I to this day, I don't understand how she does it or did it. She would come when Monique was a baby. She came and said, Mommy, Monique is hungry. Monique is hungry? How you know Monique? She told me. The child is not talking. What do you mean she told you? She can't talk. Yes, she told me. And this went on for years. When I say years, I mean years.
Years?
Years.
Goodness.
Because the child didn't talk till she was about 3. Because you talked for her for everything. And she just wouldn't talk. And when she got to basic school and needed to move on, she wasn't reading. And what would happen is that at nights, Misha would go grab a book right beside her and read these books to her. And in my panic, I bought all these things from the States, bring them down to help the child read. And I complained to her
Hooked on Phonics works for me.
That's it, Hooked on Phonics. And I went and I spoke to her teacher about it, and she laughed at me and said I must come back and look at Monique.
Monique reading.
Monique was reading the editorial from the Gleaner during that section in the class, and I said, what do you want to read about? But when she come home, she couldn't identify the letter A.
Trickster.
And you would lie in bed, and I was amazed I used to laugh at it. You would lie in bed. And then years later, when we talked about it,
goodness,
I said, if I could read at home, nobody would read to me.
Trickster. Real. I'll know she's a real trickster.
It made me laugh at how you were so attentive to this child. You never complained, and anything, you were a real mother hen. And every time I think about it, I smile, because I'd never thought that you would continue, even when she reached high school, you still were that type of person to her. So
that's great. That's a great memory. I've heard that story a couple times, only because we have to reiterate how much of a trickster Monique is. Because she think we forget every time she try to trick we. So I've heard that story many times, but it's still interesting because I remember even in high school doing that, like speaking for her and trying to defend her and trying to be this person for her. But I mean, I guess it's just in my nature that I am a lot like you and you are like that. So I completely get it.
Share a memory from my childhood that still makes you laugh.
Okay. Shar, you might not remember this.
Okay.
And most of you might not know this. You see how Shar takes pictures now and smiles all the time and stuff? Shar used to take serious face pictures and I used to try to get her to smile. And I can remember the last time I tried was the graduation picture. We went to this studio.
I think I was mad because
We
I
went to
looked
this
mad.
studio and I was
High
trying to
school
help
grad.
her to fix her hair. And she never wanted me to touch her hair at all. And just serious up and just take the picture with the hairstyle.
Hair mad, face mad.
Oh my
Vexed.
goodness, I will laugh to this day. But I think there are other things that I remember about Shar that I can share with you. I remember we had built this house in Stony Hill and we left warm Spanish Town by my parents to go to Stony Hill after we finished building this house to live. And he was a baby. He must have been about 3-4 months. And my mother came. Shar is very, 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 very ultra close to my mother. And so my mother came to visit. And she said, I'm coming to see how you're bathing these children up in this cold place. Because in Spanish Town, she used to say, leave the water out in the sun and make it warm before you bathe them. And my mother, even before she had heater, used to warm her water to bathe with. And she came on and she said, Mary, you really bathing them in cold water? And Sharpa said, yes, grandmother. She bathing us in cold water. And grandmother said, it's killing us to kill them off. That's one grandmother story with Shar. Shar's so close to her. Another time, I remember, and this still cracks me up now. And I tell people about it. When persons beg me like cuttings of my flowers, I say, you know, when I was setting up garden at Stony Hill, I remember I went to my mother's house because she loves flowers too. And I said, you know, I needed some of grandmother. And Sharpa said, grandmother, don't give her, she's just gonna kill them. So
Truth from the mouth of babes.
so that is really it. So
Those are some funny ones.
yeah.
Okay.
How would you describe true love?
Wow. True love is not Mills and Bones, Harlequin, Hallmark.
If
No,
only.
it's not that. True love is accepting persons, and if we're talking about true love of people, and true love of persons is accepting them for who they are, understanding that we're all different, coming to an understanding, agreement to disagree, and and to understand that no matter what, if you can put aside your personal feelings sometimes, because especially I think in a relationship, male and female relationship, I think, I'm not sure, but this is from my experience, that women tend to make the concessions more than men. I think we have that maternal instinct, so we tend to give more. And I think for true love, you have to understand that. And you have to understand that each person is an individual. And even though you come together as quote unquote one, that the person, although they're one, they're still an individual. It's like bringing 2 cups together, but you still share something individual for yourself. So I think true love means you just have to accept people for who they are. And hopefully they'll accept you for who you are. Try not to change them, try not to change, but try to come together to an amicable understanding of each other and work it from there. Because
And this
love,
is regardless of the type of relationship is what you're saying.
regardless of the relationship, mother with children, spouse,
Husband and wife, right?
family. Listen to me. You have some family that if you could do, bing, they're gone, they would be gone. But God put them in your life for a purpose.
Yeah.
That to strengthen your resolute to be loving irrespective of what.
Yeah.
So irrespective of what type of love it is, you have to have that understanding.
How would you describe true love?
Wow, that is big. I think it is very simple, you know. I
like
think
that.
I think you know when the person knows you, and they know the little things about you that you would like somebody to do for you. They know the things that you appreciate, and they know what people call your love language. They know it is just that you do a simple little thing. But those things I think tell you when people really love you. You really don't have to put on any big show and a big effort. It's just that somebody does little things to show you that they care about you.
And they'll let you be yourself.
Oh yes, definitely. They don't try to change you. They don't try to change you at all. They just accept you for who you are. And they will try to share some of the fun things you like, just as you love that person and share some of the fun things they like. That is it. I think.
I like that you said it's simple.
It's simple.
Not complicated.
But it is.
But it's not easy.
It is like how God loves you, honestly, because it takes a lot of forgiving. You have to keep forgiving all the time. If you really love somebody, they're not going to be perfect. You have to just forgive them all the time. And just accept the little things about them that nobody else will accept.
Right.
You have to learn about the things that you really love right now. Don't.
I know.
Anytime you find somebody who knows that you like them and does that for you, then
Tell everybody. But you know, they don't know. They probably don't know, but now they know. And I will tell you, so this is from when I was young and I used to bother people in college. And the only person to this day, and clearly when they're 40, I don't ask anymore, but Sophie always writes on my back when I ask and gives me no guilt. She's the only person. My siblings gave up, my cousin and godkids gave up, mom.
It's
just so
known
soothing.
again, yes.
Anywho.
Thank you, Sophie.
How are we most alike?
How are we most alike? One thing that I observed with you, which that's a part of me too. I when I walk in my house, the first thing I look for is a neat, clean house. I'm passionate about my decor, and my house, everything have to be neatly and put in order. And that's something that I admire that she had it also.
I like a clean house, and I have to admit, she taught me well in that area. I do like a clean house. Thank you for that. Okay, thank you.
So I think this is the next one. How are we most alike?
Well, I think firstly, we like to read. We like interesting books and movies and a variety of books and a variety of entertainment sorts on the TV. Can be historical stuff, it can be documentary stuff, it can be movies, it can be sports. We love sporting activities.
Oh.
We're
both as wild guys. So when Nisha talks about how I act with track and field, she's just as mad over her St. Jago.
Yes, and Char, we like to go to the beach and sit on the beach.
I can be on the beach
and not go in the water
all day and just do nothing.
And
nap,
we both love
but I go in the water
flowers.
sometimes.
I'm not really so much into water.
That's
Both
my
love
grandmother.
flowers and outdoorsy stuff too. And we tend to like to take on a whole lot of projects and sometimes we finish them, sometimes we finish them fast, sometimes we don't finish them till a long time after, but we like to share the accomplishment
Yeah,
of the
always
finished
have stuff to
project.
do.
And we cook in the same way, I think. No recipe, and each dish tastes different the
And
next
can't
time.
replicate.
Right. I think we like the same sorts of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I, however, have a variety of colors that I like. Teresa, like gray, as I'm sure
And
you all
beige.
know, and beige.
Yeah. Listen, we actually, she's not saying this because she's exactly like this. We both love to dance. But she just dances
Mad.
at home. But I dance mad everywhere. Everybody know I have no shame about whether I look mad.
And we try, I think we both try to connect with our inner.
Yeah,
person.
very like self-aware.
I'm a
to
very
think
godly
about
person,
things.
and we love music too, Sharon. Love
Obsessive.
singing.
Mhm.
And we love to give persons their space. So you won't be with Sharifa and feel like she's just in your space.
No, I
and
like
you won't be with
solitude.
me and feel I'm in your space. You get a
We
lot
like
of
space.
Yeah.
Take some space. Stay really.
I was raised obviously with both of my parents. How has losing your mother prior to having children affected or really shaped how you are as a mother?
I think having lost my mother when I was pregnant, sort of floored me for a little. I was a little devastated because
I can only imagine.
I thought she would have been around for even the first child. But in the beginning, I was lost, and I deviated from my fear, my love and understanding of God's way. I was very angry with him. And it's during that process of bringing a baby into the world and almost losing a baby, or so I thought. And yeah, and also having other mothers around me that made me understand the true importance of mother or mothering. And it made me understand that I have to be there for my children, irrespective of what is happening. So it made me want to be closer to my children, give them all the understanding, and also to help those who didn't have a mother. So it made me more aware of what it is to lose someone so close to you, someone who you can confide in and someone who you can respect and have an utmost unconditional love for. Because I loved my mother irrespective of what she was saying to me. Even when I was angry with her, I was angry, and then I said to myself, what am I doing? And then, fell more in love with her, especially during her later years when she got sick, or she died from cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And as she got sick, and I thought she should have been angry for having gotten sick for something that she didn't do. And her peaceful way of going through that illness, even the way she died was so peaceful. I said, no, I can't be, I have to be a role model for others. So I think that is what shaped me for who I am today.
Okay, I truly hope you guys enjoyed that. It was so much fun for me with my mom. As you guys can see, my mom and I, we were dressed alike.
Y'all were twinning.
I told her she was going to get some video time.
Wait, did y'all plan that?
Huh?
Did y'all plan that?
Not at all.
Don't lie.
No joke. My mom came over and I said, bring a nice shirt because we're going to be doing the video tonight. And she was like, okay. And she showed up with the shirt. And then I remember she had bought me the shirt like last year. And I was like, oh, I'm going to put on my shirt too.
It was cute. I was like, what's up to that?
I know. I was like, she couldn't tell me. I could be twinning too. What's happening?
No, it was the funniest thing. My mother, I was like, wait, that's so crazy. So I said, I'm gonna wear my shirt too. And then I decided, you know what? Well, since we're in the same shirt, let me give you the same hairstyle. So I did her hair.
Okay.
Listen, you could tell my mother nothing. She was getting her little spotlight moment.
Straight twins. Okay, straight twins.
She's so cute. But I truly enjoyed. We enjoyed the moment. We enjoyed talking to each other. I try to say to my mom, hey, let me go through the questions with you first so you don't embarrass me. She was like, "Child, please, let's go." So, you know, sorry, guys, my heart was literally like this, right? Because I know there's things in my past that I didn't want my mom to bring up, but safe to say, she did well. She did well. Sorry, but how was your interview with your mom?
I mean, it was fine. I feel like she was just like to the point. She was really quick. We were really quick, but you know what? I realized we're both like very similar in that sense. It's like because we didn't go over anything. I just gave her the questions and we just hit record. I was like, yeah, this is where I get it from. She was just like, here, this, that, and the other. We're done. She did mention something. I was like, this is not necessary here. Like, why would you tell people right on the back? Like, no one even knows what that is. No one.
Now they know what it is, and now they know soap is the only one that does it. Okay, we know now.
World.
Okay, I used to ask Sophie to do it for me in college. This has started from a long time. Okay, yeah. Mom said when I was young, she used to pull the crib close to her, push her hand through the thing, and play on my back to get me to sleep and stay in the crib. And she decided this is why I like that.
That's so
and
funny.
So that's very nice. All I know is now my husband is telling me that I need to come right on his back. I said, no, see, that's not your thing. You can't. That's Sharifa's. That's the thing.
Oh my God.
Calm down, sir.
Please, I don't know the last time nobody writes on my back. It's been decades, but anyway. How I want to volunteer, you let me know.
How about you, Misha?
It was good. I'm jealous of you guys because my mother was not in my presence. We had to do it like I'm doing it with y'all right now over video, but it's great. My mother does Zoom lectures all the time. She and my sister are pros at this. Like literally, they are lecturers / educators, so this is what they do. So I gave her the things and she was ready. She had a background ready, she had everything ready. Listen,
I noticed that. I was like, okay.
That woman is focused.
That's okay. No, my husband go, what internet is she using in Jamaica?
Her internet crisper than mine, okay? Crisp. She's focused.
Not even one time did she fade out. I said,
no, ma'am. Ma'am, she is prepared. She is an educator. She was like, okay. I'm like, what time? She's like, whenever you're ready. I'm like, give me 10 minutes. She's like, I'm on now. I'm like, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, show me up. Good thing it's a recording. Nobody knows these things.
Now they do.
Now
they do.
But it was great. Yeah, my mother is literally always ready. I started the episode and I was like, listen, I am ill prepared for this, obviously, because I'm not even asking you the right questions. I'm not doing this correctly. Give me 10 minutes and let's do it again. And she was like, okay, cool. She's just always up for whatever I got going on. So she is very well prepared, unlike me, obviously.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's terrible.
That is pretty good. That is pretty
I think my mom
good.
would come on another episode. I think she found it quite easy to do. So y'all just
awesome.
let me know when you want her back.
My mother had way too much fun. I was like, do you want the mothers to have their own episode or give you guys an episode? Because she had too much fun. I said, she was like, oh, we're done already? I'm like, yes.
That's right. It did seem pretty short. I was like, yo, this is like 10, 15 minutes. This is awesome. I could do this all the time. But, yeah.
I thought we were good on the first take, and then my mother goes, we should do it again. I said,
okay, y'all got our first and only take.
I was done. She's like, we should do it again. I said, Mommy, I think we did fine the first time. Needless to say, guys, out there, we did it again the second time, and we ended up using the first one.
That's right, because it's less staged. It's very natural the first time.
Exactly. But we really did have a very good time, and I know you ladies truly enjoyed the time with your moms and just sharing this space with them. And I'm sure they really appreciate you giving them the opportunity. I know my mom truly was. She truly appreciated that. She felt special. She is special, but you gotta be careful if you tell them too much, they take over.
That's
'Cause
right.
my mother, I can tell you, thinks she's 16.
Child,
And
she is 16. Don't be rude.
if she's listening to this, mommy, you're not 16.
Yes, she is. Don't be rude. Yes, you are, mommy. Don't be rude. We
Right.
did miss Carrie's mother though. I mean, as much, let me just tell you, we have to bring back Carrie's mother on this. Y'all are missing it. I'm telling you. And I wish we could have tied down some time in her schedule to be able to do it, but we missed her and we love her anyway. I mean, we all know her and the type of person that she is, and we probably could guess. We need to do like a bloopers where we guess what Carrie's mother would say, because that would be awesome.
Me, you took the words out of my mouth. I was just about to say Carrie's mom would have her own episode.
That's
okay?
right.
That
Own
we can do. We can
episode.
all be with Charisma.
Listen.
I
Oh my gosh. Pure
And eat
entertainment.
oxtail.
yes,
You can
exactly.
incorporate that into that episode.
Yes.
As long
We
as
can
you're
do a
mailing me the oxtail to eat while we're doing the episode. That's
Ahead of the show. Ahead of the show.
On
We
the
got-
side, just have her fry me a fish, please. I appreciate it. That would mean a lot to me.
She said, "Oh yeah."
But it was fun. We're very sad that Carrie's mom wasn't able to tie down a time. But like I said, she will get her own episode next, guys. Don't worry. It's in the works. We're penciling it out. Okay.
That's right.
All right. And until we figure that out, you'll get it. But it was fun. We're gonna wrap up just to share a few takeaway with you guys. You know, something that we learned from our moms that we didn't know before, or something that our mom said that inspired us to even push harder to go stronger. I will start. I know my mom and I are a lot alike, you know, with a lot of things, but I was very surprised when I asked her that question and the answer that she shared. You know, it makes me truly, I guess, love her even more. And I was sharing with my mom recently, because my daughter now is just like me. We love to clean. And that was what my mom said, that we both love cleaning. And my daughter, last Friday, I was cleaning up, and every time I grab a broom, she grabs a broom too. But you know, if you guys know anything about a 3-year-old, sweeping with a 3-year-old takes twice as long. I sweep left and she sweeps right. So I got a little annoyed with her, but then I decided to just stop, and I was watching her, and she was just truly sweeping. And I remember what my mother said, and I said, you know what? I hope that one day I can tell someone that my daughter loves to clean and she knows how to keep her home clean. So that was just something that she said that truly melted my heart, and I am just, it just made me love her even more. So that's something that I want to share. Mish?
Very cool.
Wow. I think I could predict a lot of the answers to the questions that my mother said, and that's because probably we talk about these things outside of that. The question about one of the things that makes you laugh, it made me think about my relationship with my sister, because you know, she was talking about how I speak for her and how we have this like quote unquote hidden language, etc., etc. And I think we have that now, and I try not to overstep, because I find that I'm just that type of person where I'm like, do this, say this, this is how you go about doing it, do it now, did you do it? That's just how I, especially with her, I'm like that. But I've always been like that, because I'm like, this is how you get it done. And she's like, she'll call me, or I mean, as long as I've known us together, that's how it's been, where she's like, this person did X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go talk to them, or this is what you say. So I try now to not overstep. And I think about that because I'm like, this is probably where it stemmed from. She was trying to trick everybody. And I feel like I need to step in as the bigger sister and make her life easier. And yeah, I guess win-win for all of us. But now as adults, it probably don't work too well. So that is my takeaway, is that I need to keep my thoughts to myself sometimes.
Oh, mercy. Char.
Take away. I know. So my mom and I talk a lot. Well, actually, we talk a lot in life, and then we talk a lot to each other, and then we're both super. We have to do things that are right with our soul, and we can't do nothing that we don't agree with, and we have to talk. If something is wrong, we must say it, and this is where I veer from her, and I guess this is where she's like superhero, because she will stand up for the right, and she will fight any battle that needs to be fought. And I am very much like her in that we agree, we're always in sync with what we observe. But I don't know, I'm a little bit different in that I hold back now. So she knows I'm thinking anything that she's saying, but I'm not saying it. And so it's interesting how alike we are. Like, we know what we're both thinking, but somehow she says it all. And I don't. And so you either know me and know what I'm thinking, or get to know my spirit, or you don't know what I'm thinking, because I'm not gonna say it.
Why them options there?
Well,
I
I mean,
know, but we are the same person. We really are.
Except
we
for
very
that.
much agree on things, and I think, and the easy part is when we disagree, we say it. We say it to each other, and it's okay. It's like safe space. So it's always just so comfortable.
That's great.
And mom is like, I've been there, done that. I'm too old to hold anything back. I'm going to.
Yeah, ma'am.
I don't know if that's an age thing, because my mother's been like that for as long as I've known her. Okay.
And I think the good thing about me being this way is at least I know how to preempt her and be like,
my mother don't
today.
business. No, I'd be like, not today. She'd be like, yes, today.
Yes, today, right now.
Yes. Yep. My father always said to her, would you like to be right-handed? Because, she will go out a road and she write. The taxi man not coming in, and she write, and she would tell him, say he's not coming in. My father would be like, you want to be right-handed?
We need to do the opposite. We need to have them sit there and ask questions about them so we can answer, because I have stories about that. Like, I'm in the car with her, someone lick her, and she's running them down. We're running them down to the halfway tree, ma'am. I don't fight.
Jamaica?
You fight?
That is my mother too. My mother
In
will come out and
Jamaica?
pause in Jamaica. And my father
What's
is
our
like,
bus driver? Why, ma'am? What we gonna do with the bus driver?
Me?
This is my mother.
Yeah, I've been them goodbye. It's okay. Sorry for
fine, I'm
hitting
good.
you.
Yeah. This I don't know that it's an age thing, because that is my mother from birth. Okay, from birth. She just don't business. She will tell you how she feels in that moment. She don't business who you are.
Mercy.
Nope.
Carrie, I know you didn't get a chance to interview your mom, but is there anything you would like to share?
not really. I mean, you all will meet my mom, I am sure, at some point. I think the thing that comes to mind when I'm thinking about my mom to share with our friends here is my mom is probably one of the most vibrant people I know. She's very tell it like it is. There is no sugarcoating.
Yep.
And she loves to have a good time. She knows how to have a good time. Yep. And I appreciate that. The older I get, I find it's so important to not take life too seriously and really enjoy company, enjoy the people around you, eat good food, just, enjoy life. And I think, she's a very hard worker. So she has struck a balance of, hard work and really having fun and enjoying life. So when you all meet her, I am sure you'll understand a bit better. But those are the things that come to mind when I think about my mom and what I would like to share with our friends.
Yeah. Listen, Miss Norma, cool people, like,
for real,
I literally hung out with her. I don't know if everybody else has, but she literally came out with me.
She is cool people.
And she was dancing with all of us and enjoying herself with all of us. And Carrie was not there.
Yep. I'm sure she
Yeah,
takes
sounds
life
about right.
seriously. I'm sure, as Carrie says, as long as I've known her, this woman's been working, right? She's about that money, getting herself together, being that person. But when you say just don't take ourselves, like she takes life seriously and don't take ourselves seriously,
I
all
love
in the
it.
same breath. Like she just enjoys life and don't really care what you have to say about it. She's just like, I'm about this life. It is awesome.
I
Yeah.
have to admit, I love Carrie's mom honesty. Like Carrie said, listen, no sugarcoating. It
There's
is
no
what it
sugarcoat
is.
then. If you want to know if you gained weight, just come to my house. My
No,
mother will
listen,
tell you that
listen.
you gained weight. And
I can testify for that one.
Yeah, breed. Yeah,
I
breed.
mean, I mean,
Are you with child? Just
are you with child? What's going on?
I think I'm almost sure that I decided to have a child after coming to visit Carrie, and she said, "Oh, I know you're married. What's the problem?"
what we need to do, what we're working on.
Oh, she had solutions. She was offering folks solutions and positions that she needs to be in to get a baby. Listen, y'all don't understand the level of advice.
Listen,
Your
Miss
mother is
Norma,
so
thank
bogus.
you, Miss Norma,
I was
because
gonna
guess
say, you
what?
need people like
I
that in
have
your
a
life
daughter.
because you can't be walking
Okay,
around
so
directionless.
I have
That's
to tell
right.
her thank you because no, look, I am a mother. Okay,
That is
hold on.
Miss Norma, the position worked. Okay.
The position worked, ma'am. The position worked. The research has been done. I have the living proof.
Oh my gosh, I can't. But listen, man, we had a great time with her mothers, and we really hope that you guys will have an amazing time with your moms as well. Um, ladies, if you were to find one word, one adjective to describe your mother in summary, what would that one adjective be? One.
I'd say motherly. I'd say if I don't know if that's an adjective. I mean, that must be an adjective, but I mean, I don't know if that's appropriate. I'd say if my mother's type of person that I'm like, how you make this soup? I'm not feeling well. What do you do here? How do I plant this? She literally has an answer for everything. I don't even know how that's possible because there is no manual. And if my children call me right now, I'll be like, ma'am, sir, why are you asking me? I have no idea what you.
Ma'am, sir.
No, I
Ma'am,
have no
sir.
idea what you're saying. My mother knows everything. I don't even know how it's possible. I'm like, please just hold me. She's like, okay, please leave me alone. She's like, okay. I don't even know how she does it. But yeah, that's the adjective I would use.
What about you, Sharp?
I was trying to think of an adjective. But kind of like Misha, she's like, okay, so what came to my mind was, if you remember the end of that Strong Black Woman episode, we talked about duality, right? That's kind of where we ended up. This is what she is. She's like soft, but she's tough. She's hilariously silly and funny, but she's so disciplined. And like she has the answers to everything, but sometimes she don't give them to me because she wants me to, she's just like a lot of things in this person, So I would just I would just say she's like that. She's like this person that just represents the duality and of all that we can be, right? The light and the heavy, and the dark and the light, or whatever, the strong and the soft.
Got you.
That's kind of
cool.
And that's her laughing loud.
That's pretty cool. Care?
I would say vibrant. That's the word I would use to describe her. She is just full of life and full of energy. So I would use that word to describe her.
Awesome. Very nice, ladies. Very nice. And my one word that I'll use to describe my mom would have to be determined. Quitting is not an option for my mother. And no matter what life threw at her, quitting was never an option. And, I am so grateful to her for that, because I know there are times, including now, that sometimes I feel like I want to quit. But Miss Monica, quitting is never an option. And I thank her for that understanding. Well, ladies, it was fun. It has been real. Guys, we're so grateful again that you spend the time with us. We're so happy that you were able to just get to know our parents, our moms a little bit better. Well, know them, period. You never knew them before.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy that you got to know our moms. We hope that you will see in them what we know of them to be. And until next time, as my grandmother would say, what good?
Bye.
Bye,
Bye, everyone.
guys.